After a busy time in Antigua checking out Acatenango Volcano, coffee plantations, trendy cafes, epic viewpoints and stunning architecture, now it's time to head to Lake Atitlán, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world. I'll be checking out Panajachel San Pedro, a Selina Hostel for the first time, and of course, some great coffee. Hi there, I'm Hamo. I'm excited to be in Guatemala. I love a lake and I'm excited to see some more awesome nature. Does Guatemala ever stop with this? My word, what a country. Let's go. First up is my shuttle from Antigua to Panajachel, which I booked with Gecko Explorer for $15 online, and it takes 2 to 3 hours. We had this epic viewpoint on the way to get a taste of what is to come, and my word, what a day we have. Clear blue skies and mid-20s. Dreamy. We're now arriving into Panajachel, a major lake hub for locals and backpackers. I picked it because it's easy to get to and leave for when I go to Tikal in a few days. I decided to stay at a Selina Hostel for the first time because on my Winging It Travel podcast, many guests have recommended it in Latin America. So here goes for the first time. This is my first treat of the trip as it is a cabin and Selina is not cheap. So let's take a look. The hostel has great facilities such as a pool area, bar, restaurant, top-notch Wi-Fi. However, for a hostel, I found it to be quite dead. There is no time to waste, however, so it's time to get out into town and take a walk through the main township. And I'm heading to a main lookout point over the lake. And just look at this. On the map, it is Playa Publica, if you want a reference point. I decided to head further down to the beach to get another look, and I live for these type of views. I just love this sort of stuff. On my way to Café Loco, I stopped off at Real World Powergliding to try and book a flight. However, despite the amazing weather, the winds are too high, and the guy told me this will be like this for about a week, so that rules that out for me. Devastating. Café Loco is a must-have spot for great coffee in town, and it's very popular with locals and backpackers. And after a long day of travelling, it's time for a sunset view. Selina has a bar on the waterfront, so if you want a great view with your free drink, this is the place to be. This is a rarity for me, a classy evening dinner. I went to an Italian called Tuscany and this tasted so good. Next morning we're off on the boat on the lake and I'm going to catch a public boat to San Pedro. Here on the map is where you get your public boat. Just mention your destination, pay the small fee of 15 quetzales and get off at your stop. Don't fall for the tourist trap boats where I got the viewpoint from yesterday. It's quite choppy on the lake today, but I'm heading towards San Pedro, which is the final stop. This is a backpacker's paradise with cool hostels, a buzzing social scene, fantastic hikes and adventure sports on offer. But for me, I'm going to aimlessly wander around the town and I love the feel already. I had a recommendation here for coffee but it looks pretty closed. So I carried on wandering around the streets without any real aim and seeing where the day takes me. There are many little streets off the main drag and I suggest you take one and just see what you can find. I managed to find this cool little cafe tucked away on the back roads called Tornadoes, so let's take a look. Tengo un podcast. So, Viajo podcast, Tengo. How cool is this little spot? I had a coffee, read my book, and chilled out in the sun. Dreamy. The owners here are super cool too, and we talked about Canada, UK, and travelling. A great vibe. I had a recommendation quite close to here for a restaurant called Jakku, and look at this plate of food. This is what I'm talking about. And it's time to head back to the boat and make my way back to Panajachel. You need to be careful because the last boats leave at 5 PM and you don't want to get stuck, and I didn't want to get stuck as I paid quite a lot of money for my Selina hostel. And it's time for another pit stop at Café Loco. This place is unbelievable for coffee. You can buy coffee beans when you're there. They also ship worldwide. You just have to try it. Great coffee, great vibes, and a welcoming service. I returned to Selina and then Tarde restaurant for some tacos. And that was it for my time in Lake Atitlán, as I'm now heading to Flores to see Tikal. It's a great spot in Guatemala, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time to see it fully. I know people stay here for weeks on end, but I only had a few days, and for me that wasn't long enough, so it feels like unfinished business, which means I have to come back. I love the coffee at Café Loco, I love the lake views and the small towns like San Pedro, and I was pretty gutted not being able to do the paragliding flight. And Lake Atitlán is one of the best places in the world to do this, so next time I'll have to come back and wait my turn and get that flight booked in. Selina Hostel is a pricey option for the area. Yes, the cabin was great, very comfortable, but I did share a bathroom, and for the price I think you'll find better value around the town or around the lake. But for now, it's goodbye to Lake Atitlán. I'll see you again soon, and I promise next time I'll spend more time and see more of you. See you next time when I take the flight up to Flores to check out Tikal. Buzzing. Please follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel today, and let's go and see the world. Cheers, Hamo.